Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stay for a while and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you could tell by the title of the video, we're going to do a full face of new makeup. I totally forgot that I had a new foundation and a new concealer, and I started prepping to film and had applied other products, so I had to go wash my face and start over. Okay, so we got GloWish, the more clean, natural kind of brand from Huda Beauty. We got some Tarte, we got some NARS, we got MAC, we got lots of good stuff. So let's get started with trying all of this new makeup. Okay, my lovelies. So like I mentioned, I did have to wash what I already had on my face. So I literally did my skincare not even 10 minutes ago. I just used my Wet n Wild serum and just brought a tiny bit more hydration right here. Remember I mentioned in the Melt Cosmetics video that I burnt myself right here. Well, it's kind of peeling now, so I decided to just add a tiny bit more hydration so it's not so dry. And then I just went into this little sample of the One Size Secure the Blur primer for my T-zone. I've really been enjoying this. Once I use up some more of my primers, then I might have to purchase the full size of that. Okay, so for today, the complexion product I have here is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Glow Skin Tint. So this retails for $40. I have a sample here. They had, I think it's still going on, a promo where if you spend a certain amount of money, you can get a sample of this. And I figured, why not? Let me try it out. The sample I got is in 280 and light, medium, neutral. The mini retails for $60. So they do have minis for this, which is awesome. I'm glad they had a shade that looked like it would match me. Okay, so it's a medium flexible coverage skin tint that brightens, moisturizes, and smooths skin. Medium coverage, radiant liquid formula. Like I said, it retails for $40. It's so small, I honestly can't even look. Is it 24 month? I don't know, but it's so tiny. It's vegan and cruelty free, so we're gonna try this out and see if I like it. I have not tried something from Tarte in a really long time. I think the Maracuja Juicy Lips is the last thing I tried. So yeah. Okay, so 280N. And it's a little squeezy tube. I believe the full size is like the squeezy tube as well. There is, let me swatch it on the back of my hand. Swatches right here. So it looks like it's going to be a decent match. I'm excited to see if I enjoy this. I enjoy, is it a tint? Yeah, it's a skin tint. I have seen a couple of reviews on this and it seems like to be getting good reviews. So I am excited. You all already know that I like to build my products up and I start small. Okay, so I'm going to jump into this Sonia G Jumbo Base Brush and blend this out. Does this have a sheen to it? Is it a glowy product? It looks like it might be. I will fix my hair by the end of this video, don't worry. Yeah, I think it has glowiness to it. Okay. Okay, so here is what it looks like. Okay, I scoot you in just a tiny bit. It's definitely a glowy product. For some reason, I was not expecting it to be glowy, but I see glow. For sure. Shade is just a tiny bit too dark. Not too bad, but summer's almost here, so I think I'll be okay with this shade. Okay, texture, it's thick, but almost gel-like. It's kind of interesting texture. It's not minimizing pores or anything. It pretty much just evened out my skin and it gave it a natural glow. Not hating it, but also not loving it. Maybe because I was not expecting the glow. I don't know, but this is what it looks like. Okay, now let's move on to the concealer. Okay, and for the concealer, my correct shade of the GloWish Bright Light Sheer Concealer finally came in. Light Medium 04. I already did a review on this product, but the shade was too dark, so I couldn't really use it to its full potential. So this GloWish Bright Light Hydrating Sheer Concealer, there's 15 shades and it retails for $27. 04 Light Medium is the shade I purchased. It's a sheer to light coverage concealer packed with skin-loving and protecting ingredients that leaves your under eyes looking bright, glowing, and refreshed. It's light coverage, radiant finish. So yeah, let's go ahead and try this out. It still looks a tiny bit like you would never guess that this is a light medium. And like I mentioned, it has a peachy undertone to it. So when I saw Magdalene Janet review this product, I wasn't sure, but I feel like maybe 5 would have been too dark. So that's why I got this one. So I am going to apply it right here. It is definitely a light coverage kind of concealer. So I'm not even going to try and blend it with a sponge because it's just gonna blend away. But I did really enjoy it when I tried it in that darker shade. At least the formula itself, it reminded me when I first applied it of the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener, and then how it blended of the Tom Ford Stick Concealer. It just truly just melts into your skin. And if I enjoy this, like I think I am from the first impressions, I think it's going to be one of those like concealers that I enjoy using as a foundation. Okay, so I'm going to jump into my Sonia G Mini Base. And this literally just melts right into your skin. It blends out so nicely. That I did notice with the darker shade. Yeah, it like disappears into your skin. It's so nice. And I did put just a tiny bit more, I feel like, than last time, but at least I feel I need a tiny bit more. I can add it without being worried that it's going to be too dark. Okay, and here's what we are looking like. That shade has dried down, and see how it's very orangey peachy? I think that is one of the things that I dislike about the GloWish complexion line. I feel like a lot of the shades are just very like orange. Yeah. Okay, let me bring you in closer. Boop. Okay, and here is what the under eyes are looking like. Okay, so overall, I'm happy with my complexion. I think it looks, why do I look orange? Okay, much better. I feel my complexion looks pretty. It looks natural. It looks like my skin. I'm so glad that this is a skin tint. I'm looking orange again. Okay, yeah, but so far, complexion, okay, I am enjoying it. I think it looks very pretty, up my alley, what I like to see. All right, my lovelies. So as you could see in the clip before now, I did add some cream and a liquid bronzer and contour. The brush I used to blend that is the Morphe E48. I don't know if this is still available, but if I find it, I will link it down below. And everything else that you see me use or that is on my face, I will also link it down below. Okay, let's look at the swatches. As you could tell, the GloWish concealer almost looks completely dry, but the Maracuja Tarte tint, it does not. So I feel like with the GloWish concealer, if you want to not powder it, you could probably get away with it. But for sure, the tint I'm going to set. Number one, I always use powder all over my face. I know not everybody does, but I do. I have to. And it's a glowy product, so I feel like glowy products have to be set down, but that's just me personally. Okay, I always set my under eyes with some setting spray, which I already did. I'm just going to make sure there are no creasing under there. Although I feel like that GloWish is doing pretty well on its own, the concealer. I'm going to use this Chanel Puff, and I'm going to jump in to my Makeup Forever HD Loose Powder. I have a mini, but I've been using it non-stop since I got it. It's such a good powder. I enjoy the pressed one as well, but this one is new to my collection, so I'm trying to use it as much as possible. It looks really nice, very smooth once it's set. Okay, under eyes look beautiful, smooth, very, very nicely. I am much happier with this shade. Okay, now I'm going to powder the rest of my face. And I'm going to jump in to my KVD loose powder in translucent. I don't think they have different shades. I think it's just the one shade. It's a little mini, but it's actually, this is a really good powder. More people need to talk about it. And this is a A21 from Morphe when they collaborated with Ariel. Okay, this is what the complexion is looking like. Everything is looking very beautiful, nice and soft. Under eyes are looking great. I didn't know, but I had a feeling I was going to enjoy this GloWish concealer. So when I did my review with the darker shade, by the end of the night, my under eyes looked pretty dark, and I'm 100% sure it's because of the shade. It just was not my shade. So I will definitely keep using this, but I get the feeling that I'm just going to keep loving it. This Tarte Maracuja tint and this GloWish concealer are actually a pretty good match. They're looking great together. Okay, now we're going to jump in to a new product that I was a tiny bit confused when it launched. And that is the new NARS Laguna Bronzer. And that is the new NARS Laguna Bronzer Powder that's talc free. I have a mini here. I purchased this directly from the NARS website. I don't think Sephora had this product available when I ordered it. I don't remember why, but it's now available at the Sephora website, and they have the regular size and the mini. The mini retails for $19, and it looks like there is 5 different shades. I purchased the shade Laguna 02, which is a light medium bronze, and it's supposed to be like the original Laguna shade. So an iconic powder bronzer in 9. Okay, I guess Sephora doesn't have the whole line. Talc-free shades that creates instant warmth and long-wearing, natural-looking glow. Is the new one on here? Yes. So the new one retails for $40. So it's talc-free. Here is what it looks like. This is a shade, like I said, Laguna 2, and it's the original Laguna shade. I don't feel like this has as much sheen as the original formula. There it is. And I also feel like the pigmentation of it is more existent than the original. So I have the original in this duo. This is the shade Laguna. And I feel like the original formula has a sheen to it. See? I enjoy This bronzer, the only thing is that I really have to build it up. So this is the new talc free and this is the original Laguna shade. So they are different in tones, I feel like. This one does have a tiny bit of sheen, but not as much as the original. Right off the bat, texture-wise, when I swatch them, the new one feels a lot softer than the original. I already tried this out and I mean, it's a beautiful formula. It blends beautifully. It doesn't fade away faster. Like, they changed the formula, but honestly, I'm kind of preferring this newer formula over the original. But that's just me personally, and I think I've only used it about 2 or 3 times. So let's go ahead and apply it. Okay, I'm going to jump into this NARS. I think it's a blush or bronzer brush. I cannot remember. I purchased it when I got this. I've been on the hunt for a new favorite bronzer brush. And this one so far is actually pretty nice. I wish it was just the tiniest bit smaller, but it still works beautifully, especially when I want like a blown out bronze look. But yeah, as you can see, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Perfect for summer that is coming. So I don't think the formula was affected now that it's talc free. I've really been enjoying it. The shade is just so pretty. Okay, so complexion is looking really nice. I'm so glad I picked up that new NARS bronzer because I actually prefer it over the original, like I mentioned earlier. All right, now for the last new product that we're trying out today, and it's from MAC, which I'll tell you here in a minute why these are no longer available. Okay, so these are the Connect and Color palettes. So they came out with 4 small ones, which are 6 pans like this one, and 3 of a 12 pan palette. For the color stories on these, the one I purchased, which is embedded in burgundy, I feel it's more like a cool toned kind of vibes. One that's more pink tone, the other one that's more like earthy tones, and then one that's like a grayish purple tone. Okay, and then for the bigger ones, there's one that's like a warm neutrals and another one's cool neutrals, and then one that is a very colorful, almost rainbow palette. So this one that I picked up retailed because it's no longer available for $34. So I purchased this through Ulta, and all of a sudden they were just available. Somebody posted it on Instagram. Okay, so I saw on Instagram that MAC Cosmetics released some new, better, like the formula has changed, palettes, and I went on there and this is the one that called out to me, and the color story is, like it said, like a burgundy, almost, I guess maybe neutral. So I went on there and I ordered it. I think it was the day after the 21 days of beauty sales done, and then they added an extra day because I did order a Kiehl's night oil and this. Well, I didn't even know, but it turns out these are no longer available on the website. They took them down. Apparently they had been released early. I don't know what's going on with these makeup brands and accidentally releasing stuff early, people getting them and then them taking them off the website. Like, come on, get it together, makeup brands, get it together. You all need to be on the same page. Yeah, so they're off the website and I think they're not coming until May or June. So I'm just like, wait, what? So if you happen to snag it, great. I'll review this and maybe I inspire you to pick it up. But if you haven't, I'll let you know what the formula is like and if I enjoy it. Okay, so here is what the unicorn looks like. I actually do like the aesthetics of this. They're all like this. They just have a different background. It almost gives me like an artistic vibe. So again, this is the Connect and Color new palettes, and this one retails for $34. So here is what the actual palette looks like, and I actually do really like this new aesthetic that they're going for. So in the back it just says 6 artist curated burgundy tones, and there is no shelf life anywhere on here for these shades. comes with a little plastic protector, and here is the color story. So pretty. I'm excited to dig into this. I feel like for me personally, it's a hit or miss when it comes to MAC Cosmetics. The palettes are not all created equally. And I only say that because every single palette I own is different from each other, and I don't love them all. So I'm hoping I love this. I'm hoping this formula that they're saying is better is actually better. Okay, I did use my MAC Cosmetics paint pot in soft ochre. It just made sense because we're using MAC eyeshadows. So we're going to dip into this shade right here. Is there names in the back? Hoax? It's not Hoax. H-A-U-X. It looks like it's the name of that shade. This is a Sonia G crease brush, and I'm going to use this shade in the crease. I have not swatched this palette yet, but I will once I'm done with the eye look. And it's peeling right here in the corner where I burnt myself. Okay, so far very soft, blending out nicely. If I have any issues with this eye, it's because I burnt my eye, not because of the formula. Pretty shade. Okay, that's what it's looking like, and it's peeling right here. So ignore this eye, focus on this eye. Okay, now I'm going to jump into the pretty burgundy shade, which is called Wanna Chat. This is the Natasha Denona. It's like a small little brush. I think it's like the standard brush that comes in the mini duo palettes. And I'm going to put that in the outer corner. I'm going to stamp first and then blend. So far, these are blending out like a dream. They feel very soft, like buttery soft, and that's just from the brush. I haven't actually like physically touched them yet. Once I swatch them, I'll see how soft they are, but they are actually blending very nicely. I am pretty happy so far. Okay, now we're going to play with some shimmers. I feel like it's definitely hit or miss. The shimmers that I have enjoyed the most from a MAC Cosmetics palette that I personally own is the collab that they did with Rosalia, which I believe she's a Spanish, like from Spain, rapper. Okay, I think I'm going to jump into this one first, and then this one. The darker shimmer here is called Loading. Feels very soft, and it looks like it's more of a metallic kind of shimmer. That's gonna go right here in the middle, and I did put down some NYX glitter glue, mostly to prevent fallout. This is a beautiful soft shade, so pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to jump into this shade here, which is called Giga Glitz. Okay, and this one feels a little bit more dry, so maybe a little bit more of a topper shade. The base is not too pigmented, but it's gonna go in the inner corner. Yeah, this one's a little bit more sheer, and it's still pretty mild on the sparkle and the shimmer in it. It's not like bam in your face. It's a pretty soft kind of shimmer. Okay, before we go into the inner corner, I want to jump into the dark brown, which is called Mega Mocha. This is a BK Beauty 204, and I'm just going to smoke out a tiny bit the outer corner. Oh yeah, super pigmented. Now, so far, this formula seems really nice. This eye look is absolutely beautiful, soft, angelic. A formula I can definitely see a lot of makeup artists use on like brides and bridal parties. Okay, now for the last shade in the palette. My intention was definitely not to use all 6 shades, but I'm glad I am. This middle shimmer right here, which looks like a typical metallic kind of shimmer, Naked Lunch. I am going to spray my brush just just a tiny bit. This is a Natasha Denona Draw and Diffuse brush. And this is going to go right in the inner corner. Yep, just like I suspected, a typical, like just metallic kind of shimmer. That beautiful champagne-y shade that you love in the inner corner. Okay, my lovelies. Eye look is nice and done. So pretty. I love this eye look. It's so soft, sophisticated. Okay, so let's go down the line real quick. As far as this Tarte Maracuja tint, it looks good. It's a little glowy, so if that's not your thing, then you're probably not going to like it. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I definitely feel like it's a product that I would pick up more during like the fall or winter versus summer when like, I don't know if you want to look so glowy. I feel like last year everybody wanted to look glowy during summer. This year, I'm not so sure. I would have to test the longevity of this, but I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. The GloWish Bright Light Sheer Concealer. This is looking so good. So glad that I got the correct shade. Let's look at these under eyes. I think it looks really good. I like it just by itself. I don't need any more coverage. But if you need, you know, a good amount of coverage under your eyes, I don't think this is for you. It's a very sheer product. I don't even think you can get it to light medium, but my complexion I feel looks so good. The NARS bronzer I do really enjoy. I think I'm enjoying it more than the original. Formula's good. I'm not noticing anything different other than the pigmentation and just the softness when I swatched. Talc free, it's not affecting the product at all. I think it is beautiful. Okay, and now for the MAC Cosmetics palette. This is a really good formula. I wish they would keep all of their formulas like this. I didn't even swatch this, so let me swatch. Ooh, okay, so the mattes feel very soft. The shimmers are definitely more on the soft side. If you look for that punch, bam in your face kind of shimmers, this is probably not a formula for you. And I'm only speaking for this palette. I haven't tried the other ones, but I'm very curious to try the other ones. But do you see how beautifully they swatched? And they blend out really nicely. I mean, look at this eye look. It is so pretty. So pretty. I'm now tempted to buy another one. And only of these 6-pan ones, because for some reason I'm attracted to smaller palettes right now. Anything bigger than 10 and I'm just kind of like, do I really need all the shades? No, I don't. But now I'm really tempted to pick up another one of the small 6-pan palettes. And I think $34 is a good price. I mean, you're getting a MAC product. This packaging is so pretty. Yeah, so I'm excited. Hopefully they keep it up. And FYI, the new bronzers, they are on the site again, so I'll make sure to link these as well. I've really been enjoying this. I do feel like they're a tiny bit more pigmented than the original formula, and they do have a matte, which is the one that I got, and also like a sheeny, glowy kind of bronzer. I think MAC Cosmetics is killing it. They have been launching products left and right, and I feel like they're kind of revamping the brand, and in a good way. Okay, well that's going to be it for this video of trying some new makeup on. I hope you enjoyed it. It might be a little bit of a long one, apologies, but I just really wanted to try out these new products with you. Okay, my lovelies, well thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly means so much to me. You probably are so tired of me saying thank you, but I cannot say it enough. Okay, well, with that being said, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. Okay, my lovelies, I will see you on the next video. Bye.